Hey guys, Ashby at Ashby Farms from Burlington, North Carolina. I know it's been a while since I've given an update, but today is February the 2nd, which is Groundhog Day. And it was about 60 degrees earlier today, and now we're about 54 at the moment. So anyways, just give an update on what's been going on. So the last 2 weeks of December, around Christmas, here in central Piedmont, North Carolina, it was super warm. Like lows of 60s at night and 75 during the day. And every one of these colonies out here, they begin to rear brood. So I watched Bob Benny's video around New Year's, and I realized that I need to go check on my bees. So got out here and we just looked in 5 hives, and one hive had 3 full sheets of brood, like it was brand new in March. So in realizing that they were raising all this brood, they weren't going to have enough storage to get through winter. So around January the 2nd and 3rd, we fed them 2-to-1 syrup. I've got 1.5 gallon feeders in every hive, that in-hive feeders. So we put 1.5 gallon of 2-to-1 syrup in, and then starting about January the 5th, it got really cold. So we've had almost 3 full weeks of cold, and of course it's been snowing and ice and all that. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. So all that late December brood rearing, now back up a second, December 1 I had treated with Oxalic Acid Vapors, and then I intended to go back 2 weeks later, and it kept staying warm and I didn't get a chance to. So I wanted to treat these bees a second time. When I treated on December the 1st, we were still seeing brood patches about like this, and of course your mites are going to be under that the cappings on the cap brood. So then we fed them, and that's gonna back up a second. Whenever we fed them, they were able to take all that syrup down in a matter of 4 or 5 days and store it. And so when I went back yesterday, being February 1st, to check on them 3 weeks later after this cold snap, you can see the stored sugar, it's clear, and then you can see on the outer bands where they had stored the goldenrod honey. I just poked around with my hive tool yesterday, and sure enough you can smell it, and it smells like stinky gem socks. So the bees at this point have re-upped their numbers. They have stored away plenty of sugar or honey, so I feel that they're going to make it through the winter. And in checking yesterday, went into 3 hives, and I didn't find any brood, not at all, because the last 3 weeks it's been so cold. So since we're completely broodless, this is a perfect opportunity to do the oxalic acid vaporization. So I've got my Varroa Bees OA vaporizer here, and first step, I plug up my entrances with a paper towel. Come out here. I've got holes, but oftentimes they'll propolis these holes, so I just go in, just hit them in. See, there's some propolis that came out. And then I'll do it. Got my oxalic acid vapor. Press it in. Stick this in here. It'll take just a minute. And we'll set it. And then, like always, want to have on some PPE. So I always wear gloves and a good mask, but of course I won't be able to talk with the mask. So we'll go through all these hives then. I like doing OA vaporizations in the evenings because most of the bees, I mean, save 1 or 2, they're home right now, but the cluster is still broken. So that way all the oxalic acid is going to get in there and treat the bees really well, kill all the mites. Of course, we would have preferred to have done this back in December, but honestly, with the number of bees that we've got right now, it's really boosted the populations. And basically right now I shouldn't have to feed them again until maybe March 1st, another month, and we'll start feeding them 2-to-1 sugar syrup. I'm sorry, 1-to-1 sugar syrup. You know, kind of like that early nectar flow. We'll get dandelions popping out, and I'm excited about the 2022 season. So going to be doing a lot of expansion. I've been working all winter. My girlfriend's been helping me out, Corey, and she'll be on the videos here shortly, I'm sure. Come on.
No. If you put me on there, I'm gonna be mad.
But we've been building two-way pallets. We're gonna go 10 frame on everything this year, two-way pallets. Will that take about 45 seconds? We see the vapors are just starting to pop out. One advantage I think of putting the paper towels in is it really helps trap all those vapors inside. And for those of you that don't know, so we are taking oxalic acid crystals, we're heating them up at 400 degrees. It's vaporizing into this mist that we're seeing. And then as it cools, it recrystallizes in a really fine powder form on everything inside the hive, which is essentially sterilizing it for mites. You can see it's blowing out right here. And that's why what I found is if you don't stop up the entrances, then a lot of it blows out the entrance. One other advantage is I'll wait about 10 minutes to pull these. I've got 6 or 8 paper towels going. I'll give it about 10 minutes, and that allows that vapor to cool, condense, and recrystallize on the bees. So guys, I'm Ashby with Ashby Farms, and that's our farm update for Groundhog Day 2022. And we'll be making a lot more videos as the season progresses. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.